how do we do it right? First, select the optimal type of anchor and size for your boat and expected anchoring, taking into account all relevant factors, including weather and tidal conditions, the type of seabed where you plan to boat, and the size and weight of your boat. Check with area boaters and marinas for help determining the best type of anchor for local conditions. Next, attach a chain of appropriate weight and strength to prevent chafing and help your anchor set by weighing down the line at a horizontal angle. A 6 to 10 foot chain is sufficient for most recreational boats. Then attach a line of appropriate weight and strength. Its length should be approximately 10 times the depth of the deepest area where you expect to anchor.
Place the anchor, chain, and line, called rode when used with an anchor, neatly coiled and ready for use in your boat's anchor locker or bow pulpit. Permanently attach the end of the rode to a fitting in the locker or a cleat on the bow of your boat before you start the anchoring process so you don't lose your anchor. Plan to anchor in an area that is clear of boat traffic and other environmental hazards. If unfamiliar with the area, consult a chart that will show the type of seabed, such as sand, mud, or rocks. Carefully inspect the anchorage for sufficient space to drift a full 360 degrees with a radius 10 times the depth of the water where you intend to drop anchor, and conduct a proper lookout. Plan the correct scope or length of rode, depending on conditions, as a multiple of the water depth plus boat height to bow connection point. 7 times that distance for normal conditions, 5 times for light conditions, or 10 for windy conditions. Use a depth finder or chart to determine how deep the water is. Measure your properly scoped rode using line marks or arm spans, which are approximately 6 feet for adults. Then tie off the anchor rode after measuring at the predetermined point. Brief your onboard guests on the anchoring plan and their individual responsibilities. Slow your boat to minimum control speed and bring it to a stop at the intended anchor point. Maintain your position and start to lower the anchor, ensuring that the rode does not become tangled until the anchor strikes bottom. Then use a slow, smooth backwards maneuver to set the anchor. Continue slowly backing up and putting out the full length of rode, usually 7 times the distance from the attachment point on your bow to the seabed. Confirm that the rode is securely attached to its bow cleat and use a small short burst of power in reverse to set the anchor. Turn off the engine. Periodically, about once an hour, check to ensure your anchor is holding. Compare your location to stationary objects on land.